Just like you see one of us do something crazy, you're gonna look at everybody here saying, y'all all making it hard on the community. Y'all all is outlaws, disrespectful. You see everybody we see we coming at. It's not the case. Now I told the same cop, I said, listen, when we do stuff wrong, I'll put out a video. I'm gonna cover that rider face up to protect them. But I'm gonna say, this is not what we do. We don't approve this. This is not us. It's not right.
This is one bad apple.
Yeah, it's one bad apple. Now, when the police do that, if somebody do some foul shit, you know this cop just killed somebody unlawfully. If you don't step up, everybody is saying F y'all. Every single one of y'all. When, just like you said, you know this is wrong, but you still continue to do it. To me, as a man, at the end of the day, I cannot respect that. You're doing it for your check, you gotta pay your bills, find another way. If you knew somebody doing something, your job is to protect and serve. You signed whatever your pledge was, do everything by the right way. If you're allowing this to happen, that just X'd out everything you believe in, everything you signed up for.
That's what I was having a conversation with him, and he was like, yeah, you got some of you guys are a bunch of assholes. You guys might hit an old lady and leave her in the street. And I said, you guys watch us. I said, you guys watch Instagram. And you know that me and the people that I'm associated with, we hound them for that. We post videos trying to teach our people how to be respectful, how to not ride on the sidewalk, ride on the right side of the road, stop at stop signs, help. If you cause an accident, do the right thing about it. And I said, so you're gonna judge all of us off of one bad person, right? That one bad apple. But what about all your fellow cops that are killing people for no reason, and he don't have nothing to say? They just beat around the bush.
This is bad because
and they just do what they want to do.
They understand. I personally feel like they understand how much this is starting to help. And we finally get to a point where we organize. We really helping. We having a good time. It's not chaos. They're like, all right, they finally getting to the point. Let's shut it down.
I can't believe that those cops there that told multiple people that they don't agree with what's going on, but they're just doing what they're told.
And they said they weren't signing the tickets because they don't want their name on a bad ticket. That's gonna get them. And then the person in charge just said, I don't care. You're supposed to do what you're told. And I just got no respect for somebody who...
That's not a gang to you?
It totally
is. That's not a gang to you?
I don't got respect for somebody who can't stand up for what they know is right and wrong. And you're just a puppet taking orders from the next puppet.
For your money.
For your money.
It's about money. This shit is sickening.
Clearly you don't have morals because you can't pay me an amount of money to override my morals.
So on top of multiple cops telling some of the people that were there that they don't agree with what's going on, you have multiple cops that were there issuing tickets that didn't want to put their own name and badge number on the ticket because they know what they were doing was wrong.
They don't want that on their head.
Some people didn't even get property receipts for their bikes.
You know, that makes it worse too because if you don't get a ticket, if your ticket is invalid, what they're doing right now, they basically are holding the bikes until the 15th or whatever.
Right.
They're holding the bikes till then, and it's making it so much more difficult when you don't put anything on there. It's like, all right, so who wrote the ticket? I don't know. The ticket is faulty, so initially you're supposed to get everything back. You're not supposed to take a bike. If you don't receive a ticket, there's no cause, there's no charge.
Imagine not getting a property receipt for your property that was taken by
robbery, yo.
They were writing the wrong VIN numbers on bikes, so that when you come to get your bike and your receipt has this VIN number that's the wrong VIN number, your bike don't. We don't have.
You know how difficult that makes everything.
And we had to go and double check with the detective. Well, at least some of us who were notified by one of our friends who they tried to do that to, told us, and I had to go to the defendant, the detective, and I had to say, look, like I need you to go over my paperwork to make sure that my bike is accounted for. 1994 Kawasaki, right? A KX80. First thing he says to me, 2006?
Oh,
I said, no.
The runaround.
And then we go to the VIN number, and at least mine was written down correctly, but at that point my bike was already on the trailer, so I had to go, run to the trailer, pull out my flashlight, take a video on my VIN number, and bring it back to the detective just to see, just because that's how far they're going.
Make sure you guys subscribe, comment, and share this video one time. For more Bike Life talks from Mr. Business Productions, tune in on weekdays at noon. And for other Bike Life content, tune in on weekdays at 4 p.m.